Okay, so here we go again. I suppose I should put it on pause there when I go get some coffee. Turns out I put the coffee on and forgot to put the grounds in there. That kind of sucks, you know. You get straight water, you know, hot water, and you got to put it back in up in the reservoir again to get it going again, and that's always a fun time. The hot water going in the reservoir. I mean, comes out superheated. That's superheated. Anyways, let's activate that. Let's run it. All right. Okay. I don't want the capture to be 500. So we're going to make a little, let's go ahead and go in here and we're going to add another button. It's going to be called, autosave. We're going to need a directory to save this in. We're going to need a timer. System timer, here we go. We're going to set that for 1000 is 1 second. So we want to save every tenth of a second. Let's save every thought. We'll save every second. Once a second, we're going to save to test this thing out, and it's going to save to file. Now we need to make that file. I'm going to hard code it in here for now, the directory, just to see it working. Still getting used to this editor. we're gonna say C. Chris. Let's just say capture. So that's where it's going to save. I better make that directory. Actually, let's go ahead and just force directory. Edit one text. Okay, so that's going to force that to exist. It's going to make the directory exist. It's going to create it for me. And then I want to save. So it's going to save into there. So what I do is I say save. Is the timer enabled right now? Let's make it false. And when I click save, I say timer enabled. Timer enabled equals true. And so every second we want it to save. So we want to take a snapshot of the desktop. So we want to click like we're hitting the desktop. I'm trying to get it so that when I get capture, here we go, the image. Okay, capture desktop image. So the image one's going to have, so now, so I want to click desktop. So what I'm going to do for that, and then image one, can I save the file? How do I save the file? Image. Alright, I'm trying to save this image to the file. Is it picture? Can I save that? There it is. There we go. And now we got edit one. You see, sometimes you just gotta try things and you gotta like almost sort of predict how it's thinking. It's not simple, folks. I'm not trying to ever say it is. In fact, some of the things that I've just gone through so far has just been intense. I had to do a hack job in order to get my component to be recognized, so I could get to this app that I can have this, that I can have. It's immense, and I got it working. It really is. I got it working, and I can I can now save the file every seconds, edit1.txt. So it's compiled, so now it'll save to the file, but now I should be able to stop it. I got to be able to stop it. So let me see here. We'll just say if timer 1 enabled, if not, then it enables. If it's not enabled, then it enables, else enabled equals false. Now you're not going to be able to see anything. You're not going to be able to see the change when you click this, so we better change the text. Button 2 dot text is equal to whatever the name, text auto on. Auto is on. Auto is off. Must be captioned. I wish they would have. Don't like how they did that. So they should all be named captioned. It's very bad design when they name some of these conventions for the naming, but they should all have. .NET fixes all that. .NET says I like how that language is. C#. It's just it's fun. I kind of wish I have a project that I'm going to work on. It's music. It's in music for my music program that I'm working on in C#. I'll show you that down the road, but I need to get a capture tool that works. Okay, so let's get the delay to 0. Let's auto say it's on. It's on. Oh, I blew it. I forgot to give it. It's trying to save it without a name. I got to give it a name. Plus file capture a counter in here. Now there was using some counter here earlier. There's this thing. I thought there may be a caption number. There's a caption number. There's a caption number that gets captured. Maybe there's not. Maybe it's in the other program I saw. I thought there was a counter to the number of captures that were done. Let's run it. Let's run this thing. So that was made in the latest Delphi, that for a program. Capture counts. That's what I was looking for. String to integer, or integer to string. Let's get rid of the delay. Alright, let's try saving it. Let's look in the file. Alright, let's look in here while this thing's working. See if we can create some files here. Creates 9. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now I forgot to give it a name. I assume it to be a bitmap. Let's try. Right, it should be a BMP. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so that's it. So that's our capture. So we're capturing those 1 a second. Mamma Mia.
Maine's Attorney General says Daniel Porter is expected to make his plea this afternoon at 2:30 there in Maine. He's accused of shooting and killing Jerry Perdomo last year while Perdomo was on a trip up there in Maine. Officials say the two men got into an argument over a drug deal. Porter faces a maximum sentence of 30 years. Well, the 6 children whose mother was murdered while she worked at a Flagler County gas station are now being separated. On Monday, a judge gave Zuhaili Rosado's ex-boyfriend, COZodBrainiacDiaries2013-04-03-12-23-00 custody of the 3 children he fathered. Those kids, ages 6, 9, and 11, will now live with him in Miami. Even though court records show that Rosado had a restraining order against him, he hasn't been connected to her death. Rosado, though, was shot and killed at a Bogan station in Palm Coast back in February. The former Osceola County School Board chairwoman is not getting any money from taxpayers. She's been denied unemployment benefits. Cindy Hardy filed for unemployment after she was voted out of office last fall.
So,
The state approved
sorry for that.
$75
Watching a little news here.
The school district appealed, saying she wasn't eligible for benefits since she was an elected official and never an employee.
We now know the name of the man who on a motorcycle wreck in downtown Orlando. Investigators say 24-year-old COZodBrainiacDiaries2013-04-03-12-23-00 died in this wreck on I-4 near the 408. They believe that crash happened around 2:30 yesterday morning, but he was not discovered for 5 hours. Right now, Orlando police are asking anyone who may have witnessed that crash to call them. The Cocoa Village Post Office officially became the Harry T. and Harriet V. Moore Post Office earlier today.
The civil rights pioneers died after their home was bombed Christmas night of 1951. Harry Moore established the first branch of the NAACP in Brevard County.
I'm going to change this
Daughter, Juanita,
so that
Moore was part of today's dedication.
Nobody but me could tell you what we went through in order to try to make things better for blacks in the state of Florida and indeed the United States.
The Moores championed issues of equality, education.
I'm going to put that prefix, my stuff, on the capture, so we don't actually want. That's going to be gone. Let's try running it. Now you'll see I'll be able to change this at any time now.
A special 9 investigation found that in 30 months of withdrawals, almost 700 were made at liquor stores, 200 at smoke shops.
Let's go ahead and auto save.
$1,000 from a casino.
Open up that directory again.
It was enough for Orlando Senator Andy Gardner to propose banning food stamp recipients from making ATM withdrawals in those places. Texting while driving is a step closer to being against the law. The House Economics Committee
Did I do this right?
passed a bill that would ban texting while driving as well as reading a text message while driving. However, using a text-to-talk feature and texting while at a red light would be okay. Officers
What happened to
still
BMP?
not pull you over for another offense such as speeding or ticketing you for texting. A similar bill is in the Senate.
The state may sue for
Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. Holy cow.
what they may be forced to fight
What
for
did I do there?
And why tomorrow is a big day for people who want money from Casey Anthony. And the surprise tax bill some people may receive if they sign up for government subsidies and new health care.
I wrote that in the wrong. Hang on.
Tracking the chance for rain and storms when they arrive and if any will turn severe coming up.
Yeah, I put that in the wrong spot. It always helps.
Lightning sparked a 2,000-acre fire near Kennedy Space Center and forced some NASA employees to evacuate. Check out raw video of the massive blaze from the air right now on WFTV.com. Breaking news is happening. Eyewitness news is there. They're on it. You can see there is a huge hole. Just a few moments ago, they blew it up. They're there first. They're always right there.
There is a SWAT standoff here.
Channel 9 Eyewitness News. Weekdays starting at 5. Coverage you can count on.
Need cash today? If you
time. But a lot of people don't go to the doctor hoping they'll get better. If you've been in an accident, get treatment immediately. Call 1-800-NATION-LAW or visit nationlaw.com, the Nation Law Firm, to protect and serve.
You know why Logan Steakhouse burgers taste so much better than regular burgers? They're made with steak. Every Logan Steakhouse burger is handmade from freshly ground steak and flame grilled over real mesquite wood with delicious ingredients like thick-cut bacon. Try one of our 5 new premium steakhouse burgers with fries, Monday through Friday at lunch, starting at just $6.99. And the steakhouse that knows how great burgers are made.
I'm Joel Madden, president of Alliance Force. Have you ever noticed how some companies offer great deals for the new customers and at the same time completely ignore the loyal long-time ones? At Alliance Force, we appreciate every single one of the 150,000 people we protect. And because of that, we haven't raised our monitoring rates in 15 years. Call now.
Yeah, we're in the wrong spot again. Did it twice. How about that, folks, huh? Are you impressed or what? Kind of helps to look at what you're trying to find. Here it is. Okay. Is that the one? Is that where I want to put it? That's it. Okay, here we go. I think we finally found the spot. The other ones look familiar. They look familiar enough that that was the spot. But that wasn't it.
Today, North Korea barred South Korean workers from entering a jointly run factory park just over the heavily owned border in the north.
And that move is tensions even higher between North Korea and the rest of the world. Reporter Tamon Bradley has more.
North Korea just won't stop. Its latest provocative move, blocking South Korean workers from going to their jobs at an industrial complex. The facility, located just over the
Boy, it compiles real fast. You know, that's what I like about Delphi. Very sweet.
The move comes after the communist regime vowed to expand its nuclear capability. They're already believed to have enough material.
All right, let's try it again.
Bombs. The Obama administration says it's taking the threat seriously.
The United States will defend and protect
There we go.
ourselves and our treaty ally, the Republic of Korea.
Let's
Pentagon has deployed 2 missile destroyers
get this out of there.
in the Western Pacific. And although it hopes to defuse the situation, the U.S. military
And let's try my stuff too. My stuff.
If they decided to, resume hostilities.
And let's
The communist dictatorship is not believed to have the capability to put a nuclear weapon on a missile that could reach the U.S. mainland, but their southern neighbors could be an easy target. The Seoul government says its military is standing by. The U.S. says so far North Korea's young leader Kim Jong-un has not
Let's put,
threats with actions, but there's growing worry that a miscalculation on his part could lead to a regional war.
I tell you what, let's try seeing how fast it can capture the desktop. I want to see how fast. And we'll use this capture delay to help capture that process. Let's do that.
North Korea in talks set to begin with Iran over reducing nuclear weapons.
So,
There is more speculation today. Hillary Clinton may run for president in 2016. This after a speech she
So,
gave last night. Clinton says at this point she
God, it's finally nice to be able to start doing something. And we got a pretty good working app here to work with now that we've hacked it and installed on every machine if possible. It finally paid off. I don't have to figure it out. I just have to, or copy paste their code. I can just run the whole thing. It's sometimes when their code don't work, you got to use it and figure it out and then run it.
super PAC to raise money called Ready for Hillary.
Tomorrow is the last day to make a bid to buy Casey Anthony's story. Anthony filed for bankruptcy after a number of people and groups wanted the money
Okay.
searching for her daughter back since Kaylee was never missing. This is video of Casey arriving for a bankruptcy hearing in Tampa last month. The trustee handling her case has
All right, we want to take this capture
and is holding an open auction.
and we're going to use that for the timer. So when this starts,
A small seaplane crashed in Pearson. That crash happened around 7 last night. Alan Burrows told investigators he tried to land on Lake Diston, but one of the plane's floats malfunctioned and got caught in the water during the landing. Burrows and his passenger were able to swim.
let's say
before the plane
timer's
sank.
on. We'll say,
Was hurt.
good God, come on.
Lawmakers are moving forward with a measure that allows drivers to sue
Timer,
at
1,
fault
interval is equal to, what is that thing called?
Pays for the first $10,000 of medical bills. Now, this
Capture delay.
hit for bodily injury coverage with a cap of $25,000 for a single person and $50,000 per accident for medical care and damages. Legislative session ends May 3rd. It's still unclear whether lawmakers will approve the changes by then.
See, it should be text in here.
Crime